It's 120 miles, it's a pretty long ride, or 121 miles to be exact. It's hilly, it's tough, but I think worth a try.
The course is going to be a challenge, but I mean, I guess that's why you do a sportive, to give yourself a challenge. Anyone doing it will be great. A lot of the roads we went on today had been freshly resurfaced. That's something that is a massive positive, because sometimes you get sent down these rutted old tracks, and although you're then not on a main road or whatever, it's not great.
In comparison to other sportives, it's just the scenery. It's like little lanes on the side of a mountain. There's no traffic. This is up down a lot, and even on a day like today when it's pouring with rain, it's good fun. And
I think that the sportive is really accessible for both elite riders who want to challenge themselves a little bit more, so they could do the longer circuit, and equally for someone who is maybe the amateur cyclist who has just got into cycling, who wants to set themselves a challenge to complete a course. I mean, I think it appeals to both levels, really. The scenery is absolutely beautiful. I mean, we're obviously riding at a different time of year to when everyone else will, but it was just coming into that valley. The views are amazing. The terrain of the course was, I mean, it was quite challenging, but really rewarding, because when you get to the top of those hills, just looking down into that valley, it's like, wow. Part of the reason you go up the hills is to see the views at the top of the hill. If you don't do that, then what's the point of riding your bike?
It does make you go faster and makes you want to go faster, especially on those quick descents where you can actually open up and go full speed. The climbs, they're pretty tough, especially the Devil's Staircase. That's really tough. I think for not experienced riders, it might even be a bit too tough.
I mean, a 25% gradient, it's going to be a challenge for most people, but a good one. It was really nice with the hairpins in it. It kind of reminds you of a bit of an alpine climb, but with a steeper gradient.
the start of it is really steep, and then it eases off a little bit, but the pain never goes. I've done a couple of climbs that are over 20%, but it's quite a long. It's not that long, but it takes a long time to get over it. It seems never really to end.
Certainly, if you're coming from just a normal everyday cyclist view, you'd want to get your mileage up a bit, so do lots of base miles so that you can obviously handle the bigger mileage. And then, yeah, practice some hills. Hills make you faster, quicker.
I do a lot of commuting myself on the bike, so I probably do about 25 miles a day, 5 times a week. So I've got good base miles, but still I would probably get a couple of those 100 milers in before that event to make sure I can actually cope with that time in the saddle.
It's up, down all the time, that punishing climb, definitely need to train. That's not to say to finish it, that's more to say to make it easier, make life easier on yourself.
And also pace yourself so you don't wear yourself too quickly, so you can last for the 120 miles, which will probably take around 8 hours. I absolutely enjoy just getting tired on the bike, to be honest with you, and just competing with others. Although it's not a race, it still feels like you want to compete with others.
This is just perfect riding roads, really. It's like being in the Alps.